have Devin Wallin back with us from our friends at Roberta's, and this has already been so popular. Over 600 people have bought the 4-plant offer, and you're going to get 2 red and 2 pink beefsteak. These are called Patio Pleasers.
That's exactly right. You know, I got to say, this is probably the most exciting edible that Roberta's is offering all year long. And it's just an incredible collection of these beefsteak tomatoes that have the heirloom flavor. They yield so many tomatoes. You will be just enjoying tomatoes all summer long, and you'll get them fast.
Now, I want to clarify one thing that I said earlier. You can grow these without staking them. That is possible. It's preferable to stake them. So it all depends on, because they yield so much fruit, right?
Exactly.
Please.
Oh, I was just going to say the fruit are often 10, 12, or even 16 ounces big, so having some extra stakes will give them the support that they need.
Now, you can go without stakes if you want to. They'll just be, they'll be a little more heavy laden with fruit. You may have to harvest a little more often. This is amazingly juicy. You know, shade vegetables, the good Lord knew what he was doing when he invented these, because they are tough-skinned on the outside. You need a nice sharp knife to get through there, but one that will also not mangle that very delicate internal flesh. I've told this story many times. My mom's mother told her husband, my granddad, I'd really love a vegetable garden. Could you till up an area for me? He tilled up the whole backyard. So she had to plant the whole yard, right? And so she would grow tomatoes, and he would come home at lunchtime. He owned a storm door and awning business. And he'd come home, and they had 5 kids. My mom was the youngest of 5. And he'd say, Mother, what's for lunch? She said, go wash your hands, or I haven't made her sandwiches. And she would get out the white bread and the mayonnaise and the great big beefsteak tomatoes.
Wow, that's incredible.
These are incredible because you get 2 of the red, 2 of the pink.
Yes.
Now, do they taste different?
They do. The red ones have that classic summertime flavor that we all know and love from a beefsteak tomato. And the pink are slightly sweeter. So they both complement each other wonderfully. But the incredible thing about this collection is that these are heirloom-style beefsteak tomatoes that you can grow in containers. Those beefsteaks that your family would grow, that's a lot of work. And they often take 100 to 120 days to mature. You'll be eating these in 50 days.
Oh, my word. 900 of these are gone. And a moment ago, you saw that beautiful pizza that we did with the tomatoes, and you can also do great big slices for your burgers or sandwiches. If you're doing a caprese salad and adding, can we come right here before you do that? I just want to get a nice close-up. We've got a caprese stack.
Oh my goodness.
Of beefsteak and mozzarella and fresh basil, and then a little balsamic glaze over top. How you doing?
Just like that.
If that doesn't make you hungry, your eyes are closed.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead and open them up. We'll wait. Look at that. That is summertime, my friend.
Absolutely.
I know you love the warm weather just like I do. This is fantastic. Don't miss out on this. We are very, very busy with these. Now, when these arrive, Devin, we should tell everyone that they are coming in a container like this one?
Absolutely, yes. That's exactly how they will arrive.
We'll come right over here and show this.
And they are in these biodegradable Ellie pots, which are really phenomenal. They're going to help your plants to transplant very quickly, whether you plant them in the ground or in containers, which is what makes these so spectacular. And that's what I love.
That's why they call them patio pleasers.
Exactly. Yeah. You can grow them on your porches, your patios, or like I do, I just do it on my hot driveway because that's where I get the most sun.
Oh, that's fantastic. So these like a lot of sun, right?
They do like a lot of sun. They like average water. And I do have to admit that they do perform the best when you give them our tomato fertilizer. This gives them all the nutrients that they need to thrive.
Now, this is a separate purchase. So if you'd like this, it's a 2-bag set, I believe, isn't it?
I believe it's just a 1 bag.
Oh, is it just one bag?
2 pounds.
1 bag's 2 pounds. That's what I'm thinking.
Exactly.
All right. So if you'd like the, is that the shopping now on QVC.com? Yeah. So be sure and choose the tomato plant food if you're picking up the tomatoes, the heirloom, or excuse me, the beefsteaks today. Now, it's a set of 2, either pink or not either. You get both. 2 pink and 2 red.
Exactly.
Now, we have now taken orders for 2,000 in this show. 800 are on the phone lines. Now, auto delivery is also nice because these are annual, so these are good for 1 season. Is that right?
Absolutely.
So the auto delivery is 2 shipments. You get 1 shipment now, or in this, I mean, when it's safe to plant in your area, and then 1 in the spring of 24.
Exactly. And
so
that
next
is
year this time.
The best way to secure the best tomatoes in the world. I'm telling you, David, we work directly with the breeders to create this collection for you guys here on QVC. These are exclusive to QVC from Roberta's.
Okay, forgive my fingers, but look at how thick that is. Oh, how you doing?
That's the pink guy. You can see it's a little bit pinker in color than the classic red one.
Now, see, what I would do is I would eat this tomato sandwich open-faced.
That's how I do
with
too.
a fork and knife. But I would also hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Can you give me a little bit of salt and pepper?
Of course, happy to. Is that better? Is that
That's
enough?
perfect.
Okay, perfect. We are very, very busy. How many are gone now? 2,500 are gone. Many of you are picking yours up now, and this is a hang over the sink. Do not eat this unless, here you go. Happy to help. We are going to tell you this is one of those so juicy you got to hang over the sink because it's going to be really, really juicy. It's going to run down your chin. You're going to make the best cheeseburger of all time with a big old slice of beefsteak tomato, either red or pink. And here are the still images. These are enormous.
Look at those.
I call them big as your head.
They are. These tomatoes will be about 10 to 12 or even 16 ounces in their size. And David, I'm telling you, you can expect around 20 to 25 tomatoes per plant.
It's more of a hot pink, isn't it?
It kind of is.
Kind of a hot pink.
I love it.
A little sweeter.
And that's why it's my personal favorite. If you've never seen a pink beefsteak before, well, I wouldn't be surprised because they're very hard to come by. But these pink beefsteaks have the meaty texture of a beefsteak, but they have the flavor of an heirloom. And David, you're going to be eating these in 50 days from the time that you plant them.
So you'll have them this summer.
Yes, and that's easily about 2 months before everyone else will be having their heirlooms and their beefsteaks, because those typically take 100 to 120 days to fully mature.
Very, very excited to have this offer for you today, and we're already very busy. Over 3,000 of these are gone. Now, with 1,000 customers on the phone lines, you know, everybody wants to have really great tomatoes, and it starts with a really great tomato plant.
Yeah.
And that is the difference, because you can go out and buy tomato plants just about any nursery in America.
Absolutely.
But will they all be great? How about a little BLT? A little bacon, lettuce, tomato, with some of that Greek yogurt and some of that seafood seasoning. Or you can do just some straight up mayonnaise. You can do Dijon with this. You can do caprese salads with this, with all that buffalo mozzarella and the fresh basil, and then of course a little balsamic glaze.
Oh man.
So perfect. This is what's so great. And if you want big, bold, red tomatoes, or pink, this is what it's going to be all about. I mean, look at that. You want a little salt and pepper?
Oh, sure. And I'm coming prepared this time with the towel in my hand.
Because
I know it's
it was a little wet.
Yeah, it was good.
Look at that. It's big, it's meaty, it's perfect, and this is
so
marvelous. You're not going to want to miss these. We are very, very busy with these plants. Now, you can grow them not staked, but they're going to do better, I think, because they yield so much fruit, right?
Absolutely. You know, it's going to yield 20 to 25 tomatoes per plant. That's just, I'm being very safe by saying that. I did count earlier on this plant. There's over 50 tomatoes that are growing on this, but you can safely assume 20 to 25.
Is this one of the plants that's been in your greenhouse?
Yes, we've been growing this over the winter time just for this presentation, and this is what one of your 4 plants.
That's why we got Mater so soon, because
exactly.
You know, it's cold here in Pennsylvania. But, how big a container is this?
This is just a 14-inch container, and that's what makes this collection so special, is that anyone can grow these. You no longer need a large veggie garden or 10-foot cages. You don't have to do all of that weeding, all of that tilling. You simply can grow them in a container on your porches, your patios, your front stoops, or even your hot, sunny driveway like I do.
Because these like lots of sun. There's also a growing guide that comes with this, but before I get there, let me update you, because you're ready for a big number. 5,000 sets are gone.
Wow.
5,000 sets, and 1,200 people are on the phone lines. This is written just for these tomato plants. Now, this is not a generic tomato guide. This is written for the Patio Pleaser red and pink beefsteak tomatoes. It'll tell you, depending on what part of the country you live in, what's best, and then how much sun, how much water, everything you need is in this growing guide. You also have a guarantee. Tell us about that.
We do. We guarantee everything that we offer here on QVC for annuals like this, 90 days from the time of shipment. So you can rest assured that you're going to be growing with success. But really what makes this collection so incredible, these are exclusive here on QVC. You will not find these anywhere else in the world. And we created this collection specifically with you guys in mind. We've done other patio beefsteaks before, but for the very first time ever, these are beefsteaks that have that texture, but they have that heirloom flavor. And you're gonna be eating these in as little as 50 days from the time you plant them.
This is something very special, exclusive, and it's going to make you the envy of all your friends, because when they come over and you serve a fresh tomato salad, tomato watermelon, one of my favorites.
That sounds good.
And if you're doing maybe a tomato galette, which is kind of a fancy word for pizza, you can also make that with the Subaru shortcut and use refrigerator pie crust. But this is really easy. And then this is called a caprese stack, where you do a stack of mozzarella and then the beefsteak tomato and the fresh basil and then a little balsamic glaze. You want to hit that with a little more balsamic glaze?
Absolutely.
Why not? I mean, you know, it's the taste of summer.
Totally
Look at
is.
that, boys and girls. Is that not amazing? That is the taste of summer. And you know what? Oh, there's nothing better. This is what makes this so special. And if you're going to do a burger on the grill, why don't you slap a great big old beefsteak tomato and then, which way do I steer? I mean, this is crazy delicious. Look at that with the brioche bun.
Looks so delicious.
And all that melty cheese and that bib lettuce. That's not, oh, and maybe some red onion on there too, or Vidalia.
That sounds so good.
I know you know.
I do.
I know. This is fantastic. Don't miss out on this opportunity. We are very, very busy. 6,500 of these are now gone. How many folks are on the phone line, Sean? We have 1,300 people waiting to place orders.
Well,
QVC.com and mobile apps are going to be your best way to get through. The only place you're going to find these is right here on QVC.
That's right. Absolutely.
It is a thrill to have you back, sir.
It's great to see you, David.
Nice to see you, pal.
Wonderful being here.
And stay on the line here. We're going to get you all squared away with your Roberta's 4-piece Patio Pleasers. You get 2 red and 2 pink. Hey, Ro, what about some